Max. Happy Tuesday. I don't know what day of the week it is. Okay. Let's get into this. So Google says that the definition of a codependent relationship is, and I quote, a dysfunctional dynamic where one person's identity and self-worth is tied to caring for or controlling another person who in turn needs to be needed. I actually, in contrast, think that the definition is simply a photo of Cynthia, Erivo, and Ariana Grande. So yes, guys, you know what time it is. It is time on this lovely Wednesday afternoon to take a break from politics. Let's take a break from the infighting, the Carlson witch trials, if you will, even mocking Michelle Obama. That is still political. I want us all to come together in unity in pursuit of something greater, and that, on this beautiful Wednesday, is to talk about Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande's relationship because something needs to be done. Now, before we dive into this, make sure that you like this video, subscribe to our channel if you have not already, and of course, ring that notification bell if you always want to stay up to date on the insane episodes we are putting out, whether it is about holding space for Wicked and Ariana Grande or Tucker Carlson. All right, so just diving in today, last fall, on comment section, I basically did this exact same episode. But the fact that a year has gone by, almost to the day, that a year has gone by and nothing has changed with these women, the fact that I am back here yet again, that says a lot. It really, really does. So if you don't know what's going on, if you live a healthy, well-adjusted life, you're out touching grass, you don't know what's happening. Wicked, which is the movie musical that put theater kids in a coma last year and took the world by storm, was only part 1. And I didn't even know that when it came out. I thought that it was the entire musical, but no. I then learned that we were gonna have to go through this whole thing yet again for part 2 of this movie musical, and it is finally coming out this week on the 21st. I think it is called Wicked for Good or part 2, whatever. And last year, as the production team was promoting part 1, they introduced us all to the absolutely dysfunctional, slightly disturbing, and hilarious relationship between Cynthia, who plays Elphaba, and Ariana Grande, who plays Glinda. And these women, guys, you probably remember, they were crying. They were literally shaking. They were holding each other's fingers as they held space. They were stroking each other's noses, and it hasn't stopped. I am like a full body cringe chills reliving those moments. And yet today, guys, we don't have to relive anything because we have completely new clips that have come out of the most recent press tour for this part 2. And so if you thought that they had gotten out all of their emotions, last year, that the press tour for part 2 would be calmer, you would be sorely mistaken. Because last year, if I were to paint a picture for you and give this a bit of a metaphor, last year was like a group of high school theater kids on opening night. Cheering, emotions were high, adrenaline was rushing, they were hugging, they were screaming, they were taking over their local town's diner, singing songs in public. They have a full face of makeup, bright red lipstick, hair still gelled to the nines from the evening show. Well, this year, it's closing night. This year, it is depression, which means that the emotions are even higher. Now, one of you guys commented about this on my video from last year about these same women. It had me cackling because I went back to rewatch that video and I was reading your comments. It was very nostalgic, I have to say. Anyway, one of you guys said, as a former theater kid who now teaches theater kids, your description of closing night at a high school musical had me busting out laughing. We did Beauty and the Beast this year, and you would have thought these kids were going to war and never going to see each other again on closing night. I was like, guys, you'll see each other tomorrow at school. But no! No, guys, it is never that simple with theater kids. It never is. And I can say that because I was one. Like closing night parties, like when I was a kid, we would go to, this is when I was doing theater in Atlanta, we would go to the Marietta Diner, like right outside of Atlanta. And I mean, it was like tears, sobbing. We would be there past our bedtimes. It would be like midnight. And again, full makeup, basically in costumes. You were desperate for the world to see that you were in a musical, that you're here with all of your best friends who have become family. You're like, I'm never gonna stop being friends with you. And then like 6 months later, you're doing another musical with a different cast and like they're your new best friends. Anyway, this is like a normal thing for theater kids. However, what is going on between Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande, Elphaba and Glinda, it is at another level. And these women, a year later, guys, it's even unhealthier than before. It is even more codependent than before. And that is really the real takeaway here because this, what we are seeing, is not normal. You need to watch this entire clip.
It's so great. That joy he wanted to infuse in every frame so that when you experience the film with all the tears and everything else, you feel the joy in every scene. So, I want to say that.
Guys, there's so much going on here. First of all, these two women, I mean, it's the most like theater kid, most Hollywood thing ever. It's so good that they are actors. They are so desperate to be the center of attention. So this man is speaking next to Ariana Grande. What you just saw, this is Mark Platt. He is one of the producers on Wicked. He's a super famous, Hollywood and Broadway producer. His son is Ben Platt. If you guys are deep into the theater world, he's the one who starred in Dear Evan Hansen. If you're not a theater kid, you're gonna be like, Brett, what language are you speaking? Just move on, just ignore la 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 la. Anyway, Mark Platt is the one speaking. He's really excited about what he's saying. He grabs Ariana, he's like shaking her arm around, and Ariana has been doing this weird act where she's like this little delicate being, and she's like, oh no, oh help me. And Cynthia is like grabbing her, being like, oh, I'm so concerned. And as Mark continues to share this insight or excitement about this production that, he has invested years, money, like millions of dollars, time, all of these things into, they're over here doing like a little like minstrel show, like they're miming. Because if you see, after Cynthia takes away Ariana's arm, Ariana then wants to continue the mime, and she's like, oh, my arm might be broken, as Mark is speaking, and then Cynthia brings it over and kisses it. This is not normal. Like, genuinely, as a theater kid, I can say this is not normal. Like, ladies, what is the point of this? Like, what are you doing? Or what are you not telling us that you're doing? Or who you are doing, if you catch my drift. Anyway, all I'm saying is that it is 2025. It is safe to come out. Gay rights have been secured. You are welcome to tell us all what is going on behind closed doors. Anyway, that's just my theory. Anyway, moving on, somebody commented and said, I'm seriously starting to think that actress Cynthia Erivo has some kind of telepathic grasp over Ariana Grande. They keep acting weird, even on camera together. Sir, you are just now catching on to this in the year 2025. Like, it has been strange. Like, it does seem as though Cynthia has crowned herself Ariana's keeper. Like, from wrists to necklaces on the red carpet.
Press door. Something's bothering her. She's gonna fix something. I know. She's getting the fixing itch that Cynthia Erivo gets.
It's not there.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, because the thing is...
Biggest pinch me moment for each of you on the set? Was it the day you arrived on the set or some special moment that happened?
Like, there's so much going on here. They are simply living in their own world. I really think at the end of the day, it's like this self-obsession with each other and an elitism. Like, they think that they and this like romance that they have with each other and their connection with the project is more important than doing their press. Like, Mark Platt in that first clip is speaking, but what is more important is doing their little like song and dance about how in love they are and how broken Ariana is. And then in this case, a reporter is actually trying to ask a question that is relevant to them, their relationship, the project, and they are just completely ignoring him. And Ariana, you can see, is like trying to like, oh, okay, let me try to answer the question. Cynthia is basically giving the guy the middle finger and going, oh no, I'm gonna focus on this, completely ignoring, like, it's just odd. Like, the whole thing is just strange. I will say, though, that necklace that she's fixing, it is very pretty. Maybe I could find one like it on dupe.com. And dupe.com is my new favorite holiday shopping hack, where you can find similar products to the ones you love and want, but at a way better price point. For example, I saw a stunning blanket online the other day, but it was a whopping $200. So I checked out dupe.com. I just pasted the product URL into their site, and boom, it found me an identical version for under $50. It looks just as plush, and as a bonus, it has super fast shipping. I also did it for some light fixtures and rugs that I was looking at online. The options are endless. So join the millions that are using dupe.com to snag deals. It is so easy. You can also just add dupe.com/ before any product link or upload an image, and it reveals similar items at budget-friendly prices. No more paying extra just for brand hype. Just type in dupe.com/ before any product URL in your browser, and boom, it instantly finds you more affordable alternatives, perfect for gift giving this holiday season. They even have an app and a browser extension that you can download. No account required, no sign up required, and it is completely free to use, which is the best. So stop overspending on brand names and start saving on holiday gifts with dupe.com immediately. Now, there is one thing that you do not want a dupe of, and that is your firearm storage. That is not something that you should skimp on, and Stopbox USA is here to help with their new Stopbox Pro storage system. With the Stopbox Pro, you will never have to choose between security and readiness with your firearm ever again. Its ingenious push-button locking system gives you fast, reliable access when every second counts, without the hassle of keys or reliance on batteries. It is a 100% mechanical system, so it works every single time, no power needed. Alex and I have one. We love it. I know you guys will too. Because with Stopbox USA, you can finally have both safety and convenience. Their mechanical keyless system allows for fast, secure access without the risk of fumbling for keys when every second matters. It is also battery-free, so you never have to worry about your lock not working. And with the holidays coming up, there has never been a better time to upgrade your home and firearm security, or give the gift of peace of mind to somebody that you love. Whether it's for your own nightstand or a loved one who takes safety seriously, the Stopbox Pro delivers the perfect balance of protection and preparedness. And guys, for a limited time only, you are getting a crazy deal because not only do you get 10% off your entire order when you use code BrettCooper10 at StopboxUSA.com, but they are also giving you buy one, get one free for their Stopbox Pro. That is 10% off and a free Stopbox Pro when you use code BrettCooper10 at StopboxUSA.com. And just a thought, maybe we can put Cynthia and Ariana into a stop box, just close it up until we can figure out what the hell is going on. Anyway, again, I keep saying this, but it is so relevant. Again, these are theater kids to the most unbearable degree. They are putting on a show with their relationship. Like, no one has what they have. No one will ever have the connection that they share. No movie will ever be as meaningful as Wicked, the movie musical. I mean, that must be why they got 15 million matching tattoos last year. Let's just take a watch.
I thought that during filming, you both got tattoos.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
many.
Can you show us any of them and what the story behind them are?
This one is for good. So that when we hold hands, they touch. We have our poppies here.
Hers is upside down. Mine is the other way.
And then you have, well, you can't show it
I can't
today.
show it today, but well,
She
I
has her
have
hat and her broom.
My hat is on the inside of my arm. My broom is on the outside of my arm here.
The first one we got.
Which one?
Oh,
The heart. So
and
she has.
G.
I have a heart with a G in it. She has a heart with an E in it.
On the backs of our
On
legs.
the backs of our legs.
And then I got Glinda from the 1901
That's right.
original book. L. Frank Baum.
And I have a vase of poppies. Yeah. We had a few.
I mean, at every turn, I thought that has to be the last matching tattoo. And they just kept going, oh no, and then an E here, a poppy here. We did this. Ladies, how long have you known each other? I mean, it just doesn't stop. It never stops. It's been going on for years at this point. And all of this literally reminds me of, the over-the-top relationships that you had in middle school or high school that you inevitably grow out of. The one where you look back on and you're like, ooh, okay, yeah, my mom was right. She was right. That was weird. Should not have called my best friend my wife. I should not have been cringe. I should not have done X, Y, and Z. I should not have gotten a permanent tattoo with somebody that I had only known for 6 months. Thankfully, God forbid, I did not do that. But I'm just saying those are the types of things that you do when you're crazy and you're young and you're like, oh my God, I'm never gonna love somebody ever like this ever again. But that happens when you're like 17 years old. These women are in their mid-30s. Ariana Grande is 32 years old. Cynthia Erivo is 38 years old. She is pushing 40. And she's getting like 10 matching tattoos with Ariana Grande. Like, I am blaming Hollywood for this. This is a mess. People need to grow up and grow out of this. Now, I will say, there was one scary moment on this press tour that does seem to have brought them closer together. Maybe that is more understandable, but it was on the press tour, I think it was in London, where a fan jumped over the barricade onto the red carpet and rushed in to take a picture with Ariana Grande. This guy is like sort of well known for doing stunts like this. Like a couple of months ago, he managed to jump up on stage with Katy Perry. I don't know how he hasn't been reprimanded more seriously. I think he had to do 9 days in jail after this stunt with Ariana. But anyway, the point is, obviously that would be scary and overwhelming to anyone, but you need to see how Cynthia responded. So Cynthia, first of all, she jumped right in there. And I just do have to ask, like, why was Ariana's work wife more effective than security? Why was she faster than the armed guards that are literally there to help protect these women? Anyway, but you do need to see these photos because she jumped in. She was like, no, get off of this woman, get away from Ariana. And then she grabs Ariana into this embrace. This is where it gets weird. Grabs her and starts glaring at the crowd. Look at these photos. Something is not right. Like, I'm sorry, ladies, you have to understand why people are confused. You have to understand why people are making memes out of you because there's just something going on here. Like, I know that she's protecting her prey, her friend. She's protecting her friend, but that's just like a lot here. Like, how has Ariana become over the last 3 years? How has she become this little like delicate flower that is all but dying without Cynthia sustaining her? Like, that really is what it comes down to, in my opinion. Like, the hand, I need you, all of these things. Like, I don't know if they think that this is some kind of cute or endearing act, but after like 3 years of this, like, I think we are all just a bit concerned. Like, it has gotten to the point where they are not going out without each other. Listen to this headline. This is from Popgrave. Cynthia Erivo has lost her voice and will not be doing interviews at the Wicked for Good premiere in New York tonight. Ariana Grande will also be skipping interviews in solidarity. And guys, the comments were hysterical. These first two I'm going to read you, like, this encapsulates what I am thinking about these women. This person said, she can't speak without her precious around. Somebody else said, I am certain that Cynthia has made Ariana into her Horcrux. I just can't prove it yet. Like, this is what I mean. There is something odd. There is something off. Ariana has been destabilized, and now we have Cynthia Erivo in here who's swooping in to protect her, and it just doesn't seem right. Somebody else commented and said, the concept of someone standing against laryngitis in solidarity. Yeah, the next time that a fellow podcaster is sick, can't speak, like when Matt Walsh goes and does one of his like silent shows, I will also do the same. In solidarity for my good friend who cannot speak. Somebody else said, the way I thought this was poo crave, but y'all are being dead ass. Yeah. It is all dead ass. All of this is real, and no one takes it all more seriously than these two. Like, I have never seen two individuals more serious about themselves, even when it comes to their auras. Just watch this video.
We've never been asked that question.
That's incredible.
That's a great question to ask.
If you had to describe each other's aura, what color would it be?
That's a nice question. An aura.
Yellow.
For me?
Sunshine. Yeah.
Ah, thank you.
And like also, I think there's also purple.
That was very good. I see like a ciel blue, you know, like
Thank
aqua.
you. Wow,
And
I'm
like,
so moved by that response.
so specific,
This
isn't
is
it?
so-
Sorry, it's very specific. And like
And
like sunset orange.
thank you so much.
Yeah.
Okay, you know that meme where it's like, okay, now Kif. That is how I feel this one. I'm like, ladies, just like, put us out of our misery. Just like, do the damn thing. Also, by the way, they were on the red carpet. I think this is when Cynthia had lost her voice, because I believe I was seeing these clips last night. And they were, you know, posing, doing all of the things. Ariana leans in to say something to Cynthia, and they literally looked like they were about to kiss. Photographers caught it. Like, they were leaning, and everybody was like, oh my God, it's happening. It didn't happen. They were just telling each other they loved each other. That's all that was happening. Somebody commented and said it's like they eat cakes and edibles together before each interview. Yes, seriously. That question was not that serious. And they completely tune out the interviewer, as they do, and they're just like locked in on one another. Aqua. It's purple. What is happening, ladies? Sorry. It's just so much. It's so much. I'm having way too much fun. But you know what, guys? The fun does not have to end, because these two, they will be together forever.
It's been a pleasure spending time with you. It's been a pleasure getting to know you, and I hope you will be there for the rest of my life.
I hope you'll let my French be one of the things that you're learning how to let in. Forever I'm here.
It's like I watch these women cry and I'm like, should I be laughing? Like, am I laughing at two mentally ill women? Like, are they unstable? Should I be nicer? But I'm like, no, like now I'm crying. I'm crying along with them, because this just can't be real. Can you imagine me like sitting on camera? This friendship, it just means so much. No. I just can't. That is the point of this episode. Like, seriously, like, what happened on that set? Like, do we need a lesson in trauma bonding? Do we need to learn about the dangers of codependent relationships and how that can impact a vulnerable person? Are we gonna see a documentary come out in 10 years about like what happened on the set of Wicked? Is gonna be like the Dan Schneider Nickelodeon documentary, but instead it's gonna be John Chu, that's the director, and Wicked? Like, maybe guys, as a society, we should take these insane clips as an opportunity to reflect on our own lives. Like, are we in unhealthy relationships? Are we emotionally unstable? Are we gripping our friends' fingers in emotional support? That is a clear sign that maybe we all need to like touch some grass, go outside, log off. But you know what? It could also be none of those things. It could also just be severe malnutrition, because these women do not look the same as when they were cast in Wicked. This is another comment from my original video last year. And one of you guys said, malnutrition makes you emotional too, and these women look like they are preparing physically for Schindler's List. Yeah, I mean, you are not wrong. But like, guys, the thing is, the interviewers are also not helping here. Like, they are feeding into all of this. They now love the bit of these women crying and being emotional, and this was potentially the craziest one that I saw.
I'm so excited.
I'm chaotic. No, it's chaotic. I'm autistic as well, so I've been told the rules are 7 minutes. So, well, you two are so important to the autistic community. I hope you know that. You're my ADHD and you're my autism and you're my brain incarnate. We love you.
Okay, first of all, that's just like a wild thing to say. But the best part, we just need to pause right here to see Cynthia and Ariana's reactions. Cynthia is like, I have never heard anything so profound. I am your autism. What is going on here? What does that even mean? Like, people let's just calm down. Let's just stop feeding into this drama that, in my opinion, is slowly killing these women. Like Cynthia and Ariana, maybe go on a vacation separate from each other. Get into relationships, be happy, eat a steak. That could be a great thing. Maybe some potatoes. That usually helps me when I'm feeling hangry. Anyway, moving on. The point is, Wicked is a great musical. I think it was actually the first professional musical I ever saw. I love it. It has great songs. Last year, Defying Gravity was my anthem, not for the reason of this musical coming out or anything to do with Ariana and Cynthia Erivo. It's just a fantastic song that felt very relatable to me. But nothing is this deep. Let's consciously uncouple from our codependent relationships and go outside and touch some freaking grass, Cynthia and Ariana. If you made it all the way to the end of this episode, thank you so much for watching. I had so much fun putting it together, and I hope that you enjoyed it too. If you did, make sure to hit that subscribe button because this channel only exists because of you. And if you're in the mood for more, I've got even more episodes right here that I think you'll love.